Alrighty, so I thought I'd put a little video together of how I repair my board. If you're anything like me, after most sessions there will be a ding or two to sort out. So these are two fresh ones that I got yesterday from riding into the sand. As you can see, I've done a number of repairs on my Frankenstein board. Now, they're not professional, as you can see, but with the winter coming up, and if you haven't got a big selection of boards, you want these repairs done quickly so you can get back out in the water and have some fun. So I thought I'd show you my little hacks about how I do it. Like I said, it's not a professional job, so there may be some tips around areas that I can do better. So just give me a holler if that's the case. But yeah, so I'm going to show you the step-by-step things that you're going to need. All important: Dura resin, cloth to clean out the board a little bit, some thick grip, any bit of sandpaper will do, and a little finer one just to get it nice and smooth afterwards. Any kind of UV light. This one's my partner's nail polish UV light thing, but you can get little handheld torches, or you can use the good old sunshine. But like I said, in the winter time we ain't got much of that up here in the northeast of England, so yeah, whatever you can find that shoots out some UV rays will do. So first thing I want to do is just clear off any lumps of wax and sand, and I really want to get in here and clear away all of this broken bits of fiberglass you can see in there. This one's not so bad, it hasn't pierced all the way through, so I'll just give that one a light one sand over, take off all that excess, all them flappy bits, and then I'll start showing you what the next step is. I did forget though, you are going to need some cling film as well for this. I'll show you about that in a second. As you can see on this first one, cleared away a lot of the flaky bits. I'm going to give it a little go over with the smoother paper. Now, doing it this way, it's not going to look like it's not going to look clean, you know. But if you're not a perfectionist with things, then you're going to be all right. I'm just feeling that I've got rid of all the kind of the spongy bits on the glass. It's all a bit spongy. What you want to do is kind of take that bit away. Like there's one bit here that was just peeled out. You can see I've got rid of all them spongy bits now. Just sanding the edges back a little bit so the resin can bond in there. It might look ugly right now, but it's going to get me back in the water soon enough. That's what's important. Okay, so I've got my area cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to get my Dura resin, and this, with that little UV light there, will have it dried in around 2 minutes, which isn't bad. So I'm going to start off by doing just getting a good amount in here. If there's too much, once it's dried, you can always sand it back a little bit. I'm trying to estimate how much needed in there. Once I've got it in, I'm going to get the cling film and I'm going to use that to pull it around the shape of the board. So just a little piece like this, and here, and then try and keep it without creases. Pulling that around like that. What I'm trying to do is smoothen out cling film as much as you can so there's no creases. Oh. Like that. Just check that it's got all the way to the edges. Just gently smooth it around. Once I'm happy with that, I'll bring my UV light over and pop that on. Just after a couple of minutes there, I'll peel that back. There's the top one done. There's a little bit to do around here, and then over on this other side. Okay, this one wasn't as deep, that's what she said. So I'm going to try and spread it out as I'm applying it, but then I'll do the rest of the work when I add the cling film. Where is it? I'm just going to put a little layer at the top here, all the way along, top at the end here. This stuff's lasted an age. Yeah, Kurt will tell you when we're in Portugal for 7 days it was like 20 odd repairs we did over that. Anyway, happy times. Cling film again. Just a little strip we need. Nothing excessive. Start at the back and pull it around. Smoothing out the cling film as best you can. You've got a little bit of time to work with it. It doesn't start to cure until you put the UV light in. Anything you're not happy with afterwards, you can just do a little bit of the process again. Okay, so that's the cling film peeled off. I had a little look around, make sure I didn't miss any little spots. Just we want it watertight. Like I say, this isn't a professional job in the slightest. However, it's a quick one. It's cheap, you're doing it in the house, and you can do it over the winter and not rely on the sun. So there we go.